Hello guys, let's look at how to migrate to Scotland as a teacher. How can you migrate from your home country to Scotland and teach in Scottish schools? The General Teaching Council for Scotland regulates teachers in Scotland. They issue the Scottish teaching licenses. Currently, they are issuing teaching license to overseas teachers to come to Scotland and teach in Scottish schools. If you have applied for QTS in England and you are not successful, or if you are not eligible to apply for QTS in England, I would advise you to apply for the Scottish teaching license, because unlike England that you have to get qualification in biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics, or the languages, in Scotland, if you have qualification in other subjects, you can apply for your Scottish teaching license, migrate to Scotland and teach in Scottish schools. So I think looking at the eligibility criteria, getting the Scottish teaching license is quite easier than getting the qualified teacher status, which is for England. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you the pre-application checklist. Okay, there is a checklist that you have to go through if you want to get your Scottish teaching license. Some questions that people have been asking about the teaching license in Scotland and the requirements that you need. What are the qualifications needed before you can apply for a teaching license in Scotland? I will explain all this to you in today's video. Let me say this, I will not do the application itself in today's video. If I do the application in today's video, it's going to make the video very long, okay? The video will be very long. So I'm going to only explain the requirements, the checklist, some frequently asked questions in this video. Then I will make the application for the Scottish teaching license in a separate video that I will post on this channel also. My name is Mordecai. This has always been Nature and Lifestyle channel. The purpose of this channel is to assist you to migrate to overseas countries, okay, as a professional or non-professional. If you want to register with a professional body in overseas country, if you want to apply for some visas to some countries abroad, if you want to know more information about lifestyle abroad, this is the right channel for you. We also have a vibrant Telegram page you can join and interact with us. And now guys, let me start with this. Teaching in Scotland, just as other parts of the United Kingdom, is a graduate profession. Guys, it's a graduate profession, so you need university degree for you to apply for this Scotland teaching license. Okay, let me start with this. You need a university degree. Now, you have to go through some checklists if you're a teacher who was trained outside Scotland. Okay, you need to go through this pre-application checklist before you can do your Scottish teacher license application. So let's quickly run through the pre-application checklist. The first one is your teaching employment details, and here they are looking for the schools that you've taught in the past and your current school that you are teaching, the number of hours you teach per week, the age range of the school children that you teach, and the subject that you teach. The date of your employment is also needed here, so you will provide all this information when doing your application. The next requirement is your referees details. So they require at least 2 referees, one from your current place of work and one from your previous place of work. Okay, now if you've been teaching in the same school since you were qualified, you can provide both referees from the same school. Now, with regards to the referees, they want their names and their work email, okay? The name of the referee and their work email. I understand that in most parts of Africa, in primary and secondary schools, most of these schools don't have work emails for the teachers. The teachers there have their own personal email. Please, if you don't have work email in your school, you can provide a personal email of the person that you are nominating as your referee. Also, they are stating in this pre-application checklist that your referee should be at least a rank above you. So example, your head of department, your deputy headmaster, or your headmaster can be your referee. You can't choose a colleague of the same rank with you as referee. That is according to this document here. Then you also have to provide your original teacher qualification certificate, okay? Your original teacher qualification certificate. So that's teacher qualification certificate that you have to provide it. Then your birth certificate or your driving license, your birth certificate and your driving license is also needed. Here you can provide either your birth certificate, your driving license, or your utility bill. I would advise you provide your birth certificate because it is the most easiest document among these three documents here. Okay, you don't have to provide all the three, you can provide one, and it's a mandatory document as well. Then provide your personal detail page of your passport. Okay, so that demographic detail page of your traveling passport where you have your picture, you have to scan it and upload it as part of your application. It's also mandatory as well. Then official documentation confirming the age range and subject your teacher qualification relates to. Okay, now this official documentation, I think it's your transcript. Okay, so you provide your transcript, and on your transcript it should confirm the age range and the subject that you've been teaching and what curriculum subject areas were covered by your subject studies. Okay, this should all be stated on your transcript. They also require your undergraduate degree certificate, your official transcript of your undergraduate degree certificate or equivalent. Okay, so the certificate of completion of your degree and the transcript for your degree. As per the specific subject, I will speak about this after this section. Okay, I will speak about the specific subject requirement after the checklist. Okay, they also need an official transcript of your teaching qualification. So that is if your university degree has no component of education in it. Okay, so example, somebody has a degree in mathematics. So if you have a degree in mathematics and you have a separate qualification in education, they want transcript for your degree in mathematics and they want transcript for your separate qualification in education, and they want the certificate for both. Then documentation in support of your name change. So those of you who have changed your name, now the name that they will accept is the name on your traveling passport. So the name on your traveling passport is deemed as your actual name. Okay, so if the name on your traveling passport is different from the names on any of your other documents, then you need to provide separate documentation, okay, about your name change. And here they have given example that can be marriage certificate or a deed pool document. Okay, so that is if you have change of name. Then criminal record checks if applicable. Now with here your criminal record check, the country that you live in, you need to get a criminal record certificate from the security agency in your home country. So example, in Ghana you need a police clearance certificate from the police department in Ghana. In Nigeria, in South Africa, in Zimbabwe, in India, Singapore, other countries, as part of this requirement, okay, you need a criminal record check from your home country. This can be a certificate that they can give it to you. You scan that certificate and you upload it as part of your application. Now let me read something here. If you do not submit a criminal record check, your application will be put on hold and will not be assessed until the criminal record check is received. So this is also very important. Now another thing here in the checklist, okay, you need to be registered with the protection of vulnerable groups. That is the PVG scheme. So you need to have PVG scheme certificate. This can be done as part of your application. You have to pay some money, and I'll speak about the cost of the application. Guys, please, The Scottish teaching license is not free. Unlike the QTS in England, which is free, the Scottish teaching license is not free. You have to pay some money. So you have to be prepared. You have to make sure you have all your documents together before you do your application. Then you also need evidence of foreign residency. That is for those who will be teaching foreign languages. If you are applying for the Scottish teaching license to teach foreign languages in Scotland, then you need to provide this document. But if you not be teaching language, but you will be teaching any other subject other than languages, then you don't need this document. Then you also need official certified translation of all documents if the document is not in the English language. So if your document is in the English language, then you are also free from this. Okay, now they are saying that before you start, you have to make sure that you have all your documents together. If you start your application within 30 days and you've not completed or you've not submitted your application, they will cancel the application and you have to start all over again. You also need a valid email address because that is what you're going to use to register, and that is the medium by which they will be communicating with you. So this is a quick review of the pre-application checklist for people who want to get their Scottish teaching license. Guys, let's look at the teaching and academic qualifications needed by overseas teachers who want to get their Scottish teaching license. Now, they have separated these qualifications into two: teaching qualifications and academic qualifications. My source of information again is from the General Teaching Council for Scotland website, and I'll leave the link to this section of the website in this video description so that you also read for yourself. Now, this is what the GTC is saying. For your teaching qualification, they expect that you hold a teaching qualification, and if your teaching qualification is separate from your degree, they expect that your teaching qualification should be 1 academic year of full-time study, 1 academic year of full-time study, or 3 years of part-time study, okay? 3 years of part-time study. Or if your teaching qualification is combined with your university degree. So example, somebody did B.Ed mathematics, okay? B.Ed physics, B.Ed biology, okay? So if your teaching qualification is combined with your university degree, then they expect that you study that university degree at least 3 years, okay? At least 3 years full time, at least 3 years full time or more. It can be more, but at least 3 years full time. Or if you studied this degree part time, then it should be at least 7 years, okay? At least 7 years. So the qualification is two. It's either you have a separate degree and a separate qualification in education, or you have your degree and education studied together, okay? Your degree and education studied together. Now, with regards to the academic qualification, they are saying that it should be a university degree. And guys, I did say this at the start of this video. It should be a university degree, and it should also be recognized by ENIC UK. Guys, ENIC is appearing here again. It should be recognized by ENIC UK. They have also provided information about the SCQF, which is the Scottish Credit Qualification Framework. Scottish Credit Qualification Framework. And I'll leave the link to this framework in this video description also so that you read for yourself. So guys, as per this requirement, if you feel that you are qualified, if per your education qualification you think it matches with what they are looking for, you can apply, okay? On your screen now are the different subjects that are being accepted, okay? So if you're a teacher and you have qualification in these subjects, okay, you can apply for your Scottish teaching license. Just as I said, it is more than what is required by the TRA in England. The TRA is only looking for teachers who have qualification in mathematics, the sciences, and languages. But if you look on your screen, the qualifications are more, okay? Are more. They've expanded it. So if you're a teacher and you have qualification in any of these subjects, and it matches the teaching and academic qualification that you're looking for, and you have all the things I spoke about, the checklist, you can apply for your Scottish teaching license. I'll leave the link to this in this video description so that you also read for yourself. Thank you. Now let's quickly look at the monies that you have to pay, okay? The cost of the application. So if we look at the cost of application here, if you want to become a teacher in Scotland, okay, let's quickly look at this here. Good. So the cost of the application. Now, qualified outside Scotland, administration fee, which is non-refundable, is £65. Okay, so you pay £65 at the point of application. When you submit your application, you pay £65, which is non-refundable. Okay, then for you to also be registered in the PVG scheme, and everybody doing this application should do the PVG scheme registration, which you will do as part of your application, okay? And the cost of the PVG scheme membership is £59. You pay £59. Then registration administration fee is also £65, and this is paid only if registration is awarded. So if you are successful and your registration is awarded, you pay additional £65. So in total, you pay £189, okay? £189. That is how much you will be paying. Now, before I end this video, let's quickly look at some questions that is being asked, okay? So there are some questions that people do ask about this application. Now, some of the question is, I hold a QTS certificate. Does it automatically allow me to teach in Scottish schools? Okay, so the General Teaching Council for Scotland is saying that if you have QTS, it doesn't automatically give you qualification to teach in Scottish schools. You still have to go through this application. That is if you have QTS. Okay, another one. How long does the registration process take? How long does the registration process take? And here they are saying that they are overwhelmed by the number of applications, so they did not give any specific duration. Okay, they didn't give any specific duration. They said you put in your application and patiently wait. If they have anything, they will get back to you. If they don't have any queries, they will get back to you with the decision, and they'll communicate the decision to you via your email. Another important one, how do I find teaching posts in Scotland? And here they have given some number of websites that you can search for teaching jobs in Scotland. Okay, so guys, these are some of the few questions. There are lots of them here. I'll leave the link to these questions which have been answered, well answered in this video's description. My name has always been Mordecai, and this is Nature and Lifestyle. Please, thanks for watching. See you another time with another interesting video. If you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe. Guys, kindly subscribe. And remember, I'll be bringing you another video about how to do the application itself, okay? This video is just about the requirement, pre-application checklist, and some few answered questions on the General Teaching Council for Scotland website, okay? That is what I brought you in this video. But for the application itself, I will do it in a separate video. So stay glued to this channel and watch out for that video. Thanks for watching again. See you another time with another interesting video.